Hello YouTube and welcome back to the nation of free to play. I'm Mr. Mondstadt and today it is the 1st of March 2026 and that means it is time for a new season of Imaginarium Theater, and as usual I will share with you my clear on the highest difficulty, which is Lunar mode, on my F2P account, talk about the enemies, their mechanics, and give you my F2P tips and tricks to help you get all the stars, all the coins and 2 sanctifying elixirs on your account as well. Let's go! So let's see what awaits us here. We have enough characters to do Lunar mode, which is good, and oh, okay, it's Electro, Cryo and Anemo, and I have none of the starting units on my account, or at least not built. So I guess that's good for me, 6 free units to start with. And then the special guest stars are Colombina, Farina, Doran and Bennett. I think most of you have at least Bennett, maybe Colombina and Farina, so that's good. And also these Hydros are very useful for Skirk if you want to play her, because in teams other than freeze she's gonna be significantly weaker. Other than that, just use everybody you can use to get the most amount of buffs. I'm gonna choose my fiance's Varka, who is C0R1, to test him out. Alright, then let's go do challenge and see how this goes. Max amount of blessings, nice, extra flowers. First things first, let's have a look at the enemy lineup. In the first act we have the Jadeplume Terrorshroom, so the Dendro chicken. Against this one, Electro characters do have an advantage. Pyro would also work, but then you cause these spores, and since there are only Doran and Bennett available, Electro is the more realistic approach to nerf it and then get it down, get its resistance down and have an easier time in finishing this boss. Then we have the Battle-Hardened Waveshuttler, which is a local legend version from Nadlan, I think, and has these ice shatter attacks, so having some form of pyro or I guess electro could help to avoid getting frozen. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I expect this one to hit pretty hard if you get hit, so having a shielder or healer would be good. Then we have, the new one, the Battle-Hardened Mandragora, who is the new local legend from the last map expansion, so basically the mushroom lookalike. And here we have Electro and Pyro characters who have an advantage, and also you want a grouper because after some time this big boss will split into many small versions of itself, and then you have to ideally defeat all of them to get its rest down, and for that you really want to have a grouper, so Sucrose, Kazua or Venti are probably your best bets here. And also if you do play Overload, be aware that Overload will usually cause those small enemies to get ungrouped, so maybe it's not the best idea to have both of these elements for this enemy. And then last but not least, okay, we have the PMA, the Perpetual Mechanical Array. This one is the same as usual, so just be aware of its down phase, be sure which of the rune sentinels you have to attack, and then try to kill it as fast as you can. The Lunar Arcanum challenges, what do we have here? The first one we have the Eremites, okay, and this one is where you have to keep fighting till the countdown ends, and you want to have at least one character alive in the end, so they say shielders have an advantage, and every time you defeat an enemy, time will be taken off the countdown, okay. And apparently they're gonna keep damaging your active character, so having a healer is probably also nice. And then, oh boy, we have 4 Night Soul Shill Papilla enemies. Great, so you want Nadlan units for this one. The good news is that Varessa is a starting character, so if you can, just try to have one of her uses left for this one, and if not, see whether you can use some other Nadlan units. So Sidlali is an option, Auron is probably good, Janssen if you have her, or Chaska ideally, but not a lot of people have her. If you have a build Aoife, that should also work. Alright, well, let's get going with the very first act. Let's see, what buffs should we go for? I think Super Connect is probably the most efficient one here, but we'll have to see.
I'm looking forward to this. Change of plan. So sorry. Now's your chance. Crush. Vengeance will be mine. This one will be frozen. Crush. Good grief. Shudder.
Alright, this time it worked. It's easier to struggle a bit at the start than in the end, so I think it's worth trying to get it done with the, well, worse characters.
Don't tell me they did it again. Illusion shattered. Freeze. Oh, so sad. Torn to oblivion. Freeze. Frostbite. Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Oh, that was close, but we did it. Okay, Ryan was good enough to basically do it on her own, 20 extra flowers. Jean of Arena. I think for now I'll take Jean. Alright, and now the first boss, the Dendro Chicken. Didn't expect this one to be this tricky.
Tell me what you see. Not too far now.
Scatter! Skyward! Make way! Leave the wounded to me! Charge!
Time to say hello. He's free.
Scatter! Skyward! Seize the skies! Headbutt! Charge! Kapow!
Go. You're free now. Farewell.
Now's your chance! Providing cover fire! Boost! Heads up! Volcano Kablam! It's justice o'clock!
Not too far now. Time to say hello.
Scatter! Skyward! Boost! Heads up! It's justice o'clock!
Did we get it? Did we get it? Did we get it? Man, this one was tough. Okay, we got it. I need more DPSs somehow. So I also need off-field cryo. Let's take Diona.
The rest of your fate lie in my hands. Stand with me! Swift is the slow.
Let's get them away from the monolith and then just keep them staggered. Alright, this one is annoying, takes time, but rather easy. So the Eremites are pretty staggerable. Let's take Verena.
Illusion shot! You can bully me! Hand me your drink! Barbados! Guide us! Torn to oblivion! Scratch! Look at you!
Done. Okay, Act 5 also done.
Come on! We're having so much fun!
Farewell. Tell me what you see.
Asters! Midnight,
No rest for the wicked. Time to say hello.
Okay, yeah, this should be enough damage, I think. We had to use some good units, but yeah, we got it. Just bring Pyro or Electro to not get staggered by the cryo things it summons. Okay, who do we need next?
I applied for vacation. You remember too. Not now.
Never mind. No, let's just use Veressa. I don't know. Let's just get this over with. I don't know what's going on here.
Don't be scared. My guiding star.
Yeah, scatter! Skyward! Make way!
Hero incoming!
Off we go!
Okay, this one was one of the most annoying Act 7 I've ever had to do, but we did it.
I'm never late.
This was so close, man. This was so close. I feel like if you don't have Doran or Vaka available against this one, this is really annoying.
Shadow Raven! Don't be scared.
Clouds high. The birds,
Surge. Green means converge.
wind strike.
Oz, reveal thyself. Not now. Oh, learn to command. A moonlit night for all.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Stars, shine for me.
Wind strike.
A new moon rises. Flame. By royal don't be scared. My guiding star.
As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
Green moons converge.
Alright, finally we did it, but I had to use Columbina and Fischl. Man, this boss is annoying, as most of these are. Let's take a Scoffier.
Need something taken care of?
Mandragora, calling in.
Show no mercy. Our bond is strong.
Clouds high. The birds,
Suffer the wrath of each. Time to end them.
clouds high. The birds,
Stand with me.
Okay, we got it. Superconduct wheelchair. Let's take Rosaria.
warm up complete.
Let's start with the Eremites. Honestly, let's just use Nefer and Skurk ones. I know this isn't ideal, but I feel like this should be enough.
Off to the freezer.
Your sacrifice is ready.
Coming was foretold. Where the eternal places.
Your sacrifice.
Preparing for dust up. Defensive mode engaged. Your coming was foretold.
At first, hit punishment.
Your sacrifice is ready.
Your coming was foretold. Cleanup sequence where the
Attention
eternal
frosting. Spears on the loose. Yeah. Lights out.
Lord of Sand. Your sacrifice is
mine to wield.
Your coming was foretold. Ready?
Okay, we got it, but it was kind of close. Tricky chamber. Let's take Doran finally, yes.
I can do it.
Surely that's enough damage, right?
A moonlit night for all.
Cleanup sequence in
Turning point in space.
Enhanced animal module 75. Absorption test. Stand clear. Yeah.
annihilation mode.
Seems like it. That is enough damage.
Watch out. Turning point.
Insulation chamber.
Watch out.
A moonlit night for all.
Turning point in
Surge.
Easy. You just need the better characters. Okay. Arcanum channels are done. I feel like now it's free. It's only the PMA and we have Skirk's team left, so let's just get Yahoda and then
learn.
finish this.
thunder.
I can't. Okay. It's actually not. Vaga actually struggles despite the elite team with the PMA. Maybe it's me, but like I don't wanna know. Let's just get this over with. This theater is annoying. Let's just play the elite team. I don't want to anymore.
Let the world come alive! Adaptive frosting! At first, please get to work! Lolly, eat the pop-up! Paradigm shift! Yeah, yeah. Ha. Yeah. 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 Strike a pop! A little elusive, show no mercy! You two! Touch! Vigorous! Into the void! Time to shine! Shower me with... Off to the freezer! The pinnacle of excellence! Fulfill our path! Lolly, Adaptive frosting! Goose on the loose! Show no mercy!
Done. Finally. Man, this one was annoying. This Imaginarium Theater is one of the worst seasons so far in my opinion, because Cryo, Electro and Animal just don't really work with each other, and even though I maxed out Superconduct, it was still kinda eh. So yeah, I can only recommend to save your strongest units for the last couple of fights. The Mandragora is pretty annoying. Then PMA needs a lot of DPS in a short amount of time. Both the Lunar Arcanum challenges are also quite challenging, especially if you don't have Knights or left. However, Benefa can do it, Doran also helps, so if you have those available, or maybe Flints, I don't think we'll struggle with these too much. In the end, we had to reset a bunch of times and adjust teams, but yeah. We got 12 stars, and now let's draw our card. The Moon or the Magician? I'll take the Moon. Alright, and with that, I am done for the day. If you're interested in my builds, check my recent account review where I went over all of my units, so you can find the builds there. And yeah, I hope this video helped you in getting your Lunar clear of this season of Imaginarium Theater, or whatever difficulty you're attempting at. If it did help you and you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you have any more questions about team building, which units you should play against which boss, what gear you should run them on, anything Genshin related, leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer as many as possible. I'm always happy to help. With that said, thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!